Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at the movie Conclave, which is one of my favorite movies from the last year. I think it looks absolutely amazing, and it has amazing set design, amazing cinematography, and most importantly, amazing lighting, which is what we want to talk about today. I found some cool behind the scenes footage that we can analyze, and I would say let's just jump right into it. So the main church hall where they filmed a lot of the movie is actually stage 15 in the Cincinnati Film Studios in Rome. And that is a normally completely empty room, and they just built a hyper-realistic church set directly into it. As you can see in the video, they are kind of limited in height, and half of the room is actually enhanced by a blue screen that is used to special effects the windows into it. On this picture we can see that on the right side they used a total of 4 lights to emulate the light coming from the huge church windows that you can actually see in the final version of the movie. I think it's most likely some form of RE sky panels or other strong and big LED lights shot through a simple diffusion layer. In between you can see 4 spots that are shot vertically onto the other end of the room. Honestly, I'm not quite sure what they achieved with these kind of spots. Maybe they wanted some bounce, or maybe it's also some direct sunlight emulation. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. In the middle of the room you can see 2 lantern lights hanging at the part of the church where all the bishops are sitting. They are giving the actors a nice top light, and the white balance is also way more towards the orange, so they give some nice color contrast. Pretty sure there's also a 4th one just outside of the frame right here. In the next scene here, we can see the top and window lights in action, and I'm pretty sure there's no additional lighting in place for this shot, other than the lights we just discussed. I mean, you can see that the actors are quite dark in comparison to the other shots, and the light seems to come from the windows and top light only. Here is a BTS shot of the same scene that kind of confirms that. We can see that there's just like the lantern light in the background, and it seems like they only used the ambient light to light that shot. I mean, maybe there's a light close to the floor boosting some levels on the ropes, but there is definitely no key light in the face. I mean, we can clearly see that. One thing I noticed is in the scenes where all these cardinals or bishops are sitting on the table, you can clearly see that the light is not really matching with what we can see in the church ambient lighting setup. There was definitely a key light in place hitting the actors from only one side of the face. And in this shot we can also see the key light just on the edge of the frame, just to give some boost of the levels to the cardinals' faces. The film is also incredibly good in using natural light to their advantage. What I find really astonishing with Conclave is that through their amazing set design and location choice, and wardrobe of course, that is always perfectly fitting the color palette, they could get away with using a lot of simple lighting setups, and even going for natural light only at times. That does not only look super good, but I'm pretty sure it also saves a lot of money for other departments. I'm here to prove my point. In this shot you can see that they lit the scene with just one light. It seems to be a RE sky panel S360C that is maybe boosting some levels on the red ropes, but to be honest, it could also just be placed in that position from the shot before and it's turned off. I'm not sure what that kind of light would have an effect on. Probably it would just bounce somewhere and then boost some levels. You can also see that they simply use a reflector to reflect the sun in their faces. Bit underexposed, but looks great in my opinion. Another example is this shot where they simply placed some negative fill around the camera to block some lights hitting the pillars, and they also used this huge window as a backlight. And in my opinion, this is something that every low indie filmmaking production should do more, because all you need is a strong window backlight and your film look absolutely great already. There's not much you need to do. So if you want to save some money in your indie production, make sure to follow this advice. Or check out this video where I just talked a bit about it. I'm also pretty sure that this shot is fully natural as well, and this one is natural for sure. Although they probably chose a good time of day, so the sun would be directly behind the trees on the left side of the frame. And I guess they were also super lucky with the weather, as the clouds just look absolutely amazing. One of my favorite shots of the movie is actually this umbrella scene, and once again it seems to be just top lit by the Italian sun. Natural light again. The rest of the movie seems to be following more of a simple top lighting and practical approach. They played a lot with the levels here. As you can see, all of these shots are completely following the color palette. There's literally only black, red, daylight and maybe some blue from the chairs in this kind of shots here, but everything else is 100% matching. Which also means that they can get away with like super simple lighting setups. In this scene, for example, I'm pretty sure that they just built a huge giant softbox with like a skirt around it directly above these people. because the light just doesn't seem to be spreading much. And I also think that's all this scene needs. Also on the second shot, you can see that there's not so many different lights in place here. I think it's just like the top light. Same goes for the corridor shots. On the top, you can see that there are like a lot of ambient lights along the corridor, and they mostly act as a top light again. I could imagine that maybe in this frame, like the first frame we have here, on the left side, they are boosting levels a bit with like a key light, but it's not doing much, I think. And what I also really like are these practicals, like the candles in the red color that are like completely off white balance to the top light, and again giving a nice color contrast. Pretty sure this scene is just light with like a super easy LED light. And on this dying bed scene right here, you can see one of those LED panels that they used just to boost a bit of the levels on their faces, enhancing the practical lighting. That's it for today. Maybe I can find some more behind the scenes footage of this amazing movie. If you like this video, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you didn't like it, maybe just write a comment and let me know. I don't know. In any case, maybe you want to watch this video about how you can light with zero budget that I did just a few weeks ago. I'm really happy you watched this video. My name is Tom. See you next time.